to welcome everybody to the Y108 84 Lumber Theater. It is the Y108 Introduces series. I'm joined by Dot Records' Drake White. Congratulations on the deal with Dot Records and for coming to Pittsburgh. I guess it's not really a congratulations to come to Pittsburgh. It's snowy and cold.
I think it's a congratulations. Yeah. We did fight some pretty brutal weather to get here, but we're here in a town and country minivan. So
yeah, I noticed the rep Michelle sent a photo of you guys. She emailed me a photo of you two on the plane as you were getting ready to take off from, I'm assuming, Nashville, and you were all smiles. I'm sure those pretty much went away by the time you got in the air and hit the turbulence.
No, you can't keep us down. We were all smiles all the way up here, even through the couple of times we slid along the interstate.
So there you go. Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You have that in Nashville, though, too.
Yeah.
Now, I believe just a few minutes ago, we were just talking with someone, and you were talking about you've been up in this direction before getting into music. You did some kind of like tree removal and all that fun stuff?
Oh, well, in order to fuel the dream of music or the writing dream, you have to pay the bills with something, because God knows it doesn't pay the bills at first. So I grew up in a family with kind of landscape trades, and we had tractors and we had big trucks and stuff. So when the storms would hit up here, we'd bring a load of guys and some chainsaws, and we had a couple of contacts with some DOT guys up here, and we would help some storm relief stuff. So it was a way to make some cash to fuel our songwriting and music habits.
Now, one of the questions I always like to ask, I noticed you had a Wikipedia page. It needs a little bit more information. Yeah. So let's give us something. Give me something that I can't find out besides what we just talked about, that I can't find out about you on your Wikipedia page.
I like the movie The Notebook.
Get out of here. You almost said that with a straight face.
I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that one. But I do like the movie. It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
My wife's after me to watch it. I'm like, no.
You've never watched The Notebook?
No.
Well, you'd probably need to do that. It might make your relationship.
All right, there you go. See? All right, well, now you make me feel guilty.
It's a phenomenal movie. Is it not a great movie?
Well, it's all women in the audience. Of course they're going to say it's a great movie.
He's shaking his head. He's like, it's a great movie.
Oh, he's close enough. All right.
Probably, I'm an avid outdoorsman. I grew up with my grandfather was a Southern Baptist preacher. My dad was a choir director. Was the choir director in that small church, and we just grew up in the outdoors. We didn't grow up with video games and all that stuff. We grew up learning how to track and hunt animals in a respectful way, and learned a lot about the land and what it took to be a true conservationist and a true woodsman. So I think that's one of the things I would put in my Wikipedia deal, and I just love adventure. I love going, and the idea of hitchhiking around a place is always been spontaneity and getting out and just living life instead of staying in one spot's always been my style. So
now, one thing that was on your Wikipedia page, you went to Auburn University. Yep. So you're a Tiger.
Yep.
All right, and you hate Alabama.
Well, there's another thing that needs to be on my Wikipedia page. My grandfather raised us huge Alabama fans, and in the state of Alabama, it's Alabama or Auburn. When it got time to go to school, I majored in building science with a concentration on some engineering stuff, and Auburn was that school. Auburn was more my speed, too, just due to the geographical location of it, and it was kind of like a big school out in the middle of the country. So Auburn was more my style, but I remained an Alabama fan. So that's
how'd you pull that off?
Oh, it wasn't really that hard. It was a matter of wearing good neutral colors, and just I didn't ever hide it. If somebody asked me, but I remember it had been maybe a year or two, and one of my buddies from school said, I've noticed that when we say War Eagle or whatever we're saying, that you don't just go after it and get crazy with it. It's like, are you an Alabama fan?
He called you out.
I brought him over in the car. I was like, yes, I am.
Because you get beat up for that.
I mean, you could. You definitely could.
All right, and finally, I always ask this question because I think it gives a little bit of insight into what you were listening to growing up and what you like and what your, I guess, for lack of a better term, your influences were. Album's almost done. The label, which they'll never let you do this, but they let you put the last song on there. It has to be a cover. What are you covering?
That's a good question. I love the a song called "Blue Sky" by the Allman Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I love it. So it's one that I think would satisfy our band. Grew up with the Allman Brothers, so probably "Blue Sky."
And it seems like it would fit into your style as
Oh
well.
yeah, it's definitely my style. I think I say this a lot, but growing up in Northeast Alabama, kind of around the Muscle Shoals area and that whole spirit that comes out of that place. We are the Southern rock kind of rootsy, grassy music that comes out of there, and so yeah, for sure, Blue Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drake White.
Thank you.